Hey guys, Alicia here. Today's video is going to be about the many uses you can use watercolor flowers for. And before I get into this video, if you are new to my channel and you want to learn about how to make money online, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification so you do not miss out on any future videos about making money online. I also want to thank the Blue Jinger for sponsoring this video today, and this is going to be an example of where you can go on Etsy to purchase watercolor flowers, and then I'm going to explain the uses for them. Now, she has been with me since my YouTube channel had below 500 subscribers, and I remember her commenting on my videos, and she would say, you know, keep feeding me information, Alicia, just keep feeding me information. And she's just very polite, and I have appreciated her sticking with me through all of this time. And she's also a member of my Facebook group, Etsy Passive Income. If you have not joined my Facebook group, just hop over to Facebook and search under groups for Etsy Passive Income. Make sure to answer the 3 questions, and one of the moderators or myself will allow you into the group. So today's video is sponsored by the Blue Jinger. And I wanted to read something that she wrote when she filled out the form to join my YouTube sponsorship program. And by the way, if you are interested in me sponsoring your Etsy shop, there is going to be a link in the description below where you can fill that out. But I wanted to read this, and I love stories. As a matter of fact, I think stories are becoming a way of advertising and marketing now, you know, rather than just the cut and dry. So I really like what she wrote, and I'm going to read this to you. She said, "For years I wanted to be a graphic designer, but life has a way of taking over, and I woke up one morning having turned 50, and I realized that most of my life was over, and all I'd ever done was work to build someone else's dream. So I started checking things off of my bucket list. I took off of work one day and was beyond excited to sign up for classes at a local college. However, I got my dates wrong and showed up a week after classes had already started. No big deal, she thought. I'll just wait until the fall term. Late summer arrives, so I take off work again, drive out to the college, and was told the program had been discontinued. I found out later that it had just been restructured, but I didn't know, and once again, I missed the sign-up date and classes had already started. I contacted a college an hour from where I live and asked if I could pay for a few classes to learn the ins and outs of graphic design, how to work the programs, so on and so forth. But once again, they told me no. I would need to start with the basics and work up from there. So I'd hit another roadblock. Determined not to be defeated, I continued searching, and the day came when everything made a turn for the better. I was on Creative Market, looking through shops, looking at other people's work, reading bios, and there it was. Words that changed everything for me. And those words were self-taught graphic designer. If they could do it, I could do it. And she put like 4 exclamation points behind this. Absolutely, you can do anything you set your mind to. I'm butting into her conversation, or her thing here she wrote. The second game changer for me was a channel that I came across on YouTube, and it was created by the most amazing, caring woman, and she is Alicia Khan. Through her videos, I've learned an enormous amount of information in a very short period of time, and now I'm the proud owner and creator of the Blue Jinger digital and watercolor graphics shop on Etsy. If not for Alicia, I feel that I would still be showing up a week late and beginning a graphic designer would still be in a bucket on my list. I just wanted to share that with you, what she wrote, because everyone has a story, and I don't believe that you have to. I believe that self-education will earn you a fortune. A formal education will earn you a living, but I truly believe that self-education will earn you a fortune. So thank you, Darlene, for saying all that. I have appreciated you being with me this entire time. So let's take a look at her shop. So what she's into is watercolor flowers. And if you have a talent for painting, is what these people are doing when they are selling watercolor flowers is they will paint them and then they scan them and turn them into PNG files. So they are transparent backgrounds, and that way you can make your own designs with them. And I'm going to show you here in just a bit what types of designs that you can actually make with those. So I'm just going to pull up this one right here, the Danielle collection. Okay, so she's got this on here, vibrant watercolor floral graphics for instant download, commercial use PNG files. So if I click over here, she's got her cover photo, and I like how she has them into collections. So if you click here, this kind of just shows you like what's included. And she does have it watermarked nicely. And now she's actually showing you examples on what you can do with this, which is something else I've talked about when you are uploading pictures to your Etsy listings. People want to see what can you do with it. So she's got here, it's very faded, and it's like a little stationery. So she's showing you here everything that you're going to get. And then she's even got it on a t-shirt, so you can put this on a mock-up photo. Mindset is everything. And by the way, Darlene, I need to get with you. I want to know what this font is. I really love it. So that's what she does. She's even showing what it looks like on a tote bag and just everything that's going to be included in this collection. And right now she has this available for 99 cents. So I am going to leave a link to her shop in the description below. And back to this, I really do love like how she has put all of these into collections. And she's got them in just about every color you could possibly need, including greenery. Now, I include greenery as part of watercolor collections because you need those to kind of separate, you know, just the floral. So, yeah, excellent job, Darlene. I am so proud of you. I really am. So I'm just going to hop over here. I kind of just whip this up real quick, and I'm going to kind of show you what you can do with watercolor flowers, and the possibilities are endless. So you can use them for wedding items. So right here, and I'm going to blow this up. I didn't save this photo because I didn't want it to flatten it. These are all the layers. Let me move some of these out of the way so I can blow this up. So you can make, this is a wedding sign, okay? So this is like a wedding sign with sunflowers. A lot of people like sunflowers, and you can make a wedding sign. So let's say they wanted to use sunflowers as, you know, part of their scheme, you can do that. So this is a huge like poster size. Another thing that you can do is make wedding invitations. So right here on this one, I made this wedding invitation with using several different watercolor photos, and then I put a little bouquet right here in the middle. And this is actually a pre-made wedding invitation that I have saved. So if somebody wants this wedding invitation, all I have to do is go back and put in and fill in the information here, whatever they would like it to say. And right here, I have always stressed putting things in mock-up photos. So I took this and put it into a very nice mock-up photo. So this is a great way to list it, like what does it look like, and it's just, I think this just looks really pretty. Okay, another thing that you can make is wall art. This is a monogram wall art. This is just the initial for my first name, and I added a few flowers here. Now I did use some foil paper, and that would be another video to cover up this letter, and then I added some watercolor flowers to just add some flair to it. And I did put this in a mock-up photo, and I did crop this down just so I could fit it on here. And then here is another wedding sign that I made. This kind of goes, this is all in like color coordinating. So this is navy and blush. So I really like that. Whereas this one was burgundy and blush, which seems to be a very popular color right now. So this one was the navy and blush, or blue and blush. And you can make wedding signs for that. Also, while I'm on the wedding kick, you can also make table numbers. And these are printables that you can make. This is one that I made. I had this in a mock-up photo, but I chose not to put that one on here because I felt like the mock-up photo was so consuming, like with the table, that it wasn't really focusing so much on the table number. So yeah, you can make table numbers for weddings. Some other things that I don't have on here that I would like to mention, I have also seen people use watercolor flowers for baby shower invitations, bridal showers. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can also make stationery. These are all my designs, by the way. I made this stationery right here a while back, and this is a printable. I did use some foil paper here as well. And this just adds a nice little flair, and you can print these out as many copies as you want. So this was an 8.5 by 11 stationery. Another thing I want to talk about is and you can make frames. And I did this, and I think I made a video on how to do this. I can't remember if I did a video on this one or not. So there's just so many things that you can do. So it's always great to keep a folder full of watercolor flowers. And the other thing I wanted to talk about that's kind of popular is feminine logos. Okay, so I made this, and I'm actually pretty proud of this one. So I am going to probably attach a video. You'll probably see it up here at the top, and you can click on that. There is a tutorial on how I made this feminine watercolor logo. So I'm going to go here, and I want to just kind of show you my watercolor Now these all come separate. Okay, so this is my library here of folders. So these come like all separated. These are all one flower. And is what you do is you create, and once again, I'm going to link that video. It was linked here just a few minutes ago up at the top, and I will also leave it at the end of the video on how you can make this type of feminine logo. So I have this entire library full of watercolor flowers, greenery, and all different types. I have bouquets. I have so many different things that I can use. So this is just something, like I said, I highly recommend that you keep lots. So I have a whole lot here. I don't know why I made a folder within this folder, but it was because this was my navy and blush. So I have navy and blush watercolor flowers, and also the greenery, leaves, things like that. And these are just all useful when you are designing your items. Okay, so if you're thinking about opening an Etsy shop and you're not quite sure what your niche is or what you want it to be, that's part of the reason I was doing this video. I originally was going to do a tutorial on how to make, something with watercolor flowers, but I decided to talk about the many uses for them and instead attach a video that I have already done. And the one I'm going to attach is how I made this logo right here. So I want to thank the Blue Jinger Watercolor and Digital Graphics Etsy shop for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you so much watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.